Uh, Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about Sling Servlets in AEM. So today's our agenda is like Sling Servlet. Like we are going to create a servlet in AEM, and we will be triggering that servlet from the browser. It is a GET request from the browser. Like any URL you're hitting in a browser, it will by default consider as GET request. So that is the reason why we will be triggering our servlet from get browser. That is a get request. Like we will use our servlet as a get method type will be get, and also we will be triggering our servlet from postman. We can change it to get and post, and in from the postman. And what we are going to do, we will add a new property to the page. This property key value pairs, right? Like in the AEM page, what we are going to do, we are going to add a page property. Now new page property, for that we need to add under JCR content. So for that we need a key value pair, property name and property value. Those things we will be taking it from request. Whenever uh, you are triggering a servlet, we will provide a request parameters, and we will access those request parameters inside our servlet, and we will add those property into the page properties by using modifiable value map. We have, even you can use node, like node.set property also. That is an older way of doing it. It's a node API. We can use resource API directly to update the property as well. So we can, after that we can validate the changes in AEM. So normally our use case is we will be taking a property name and value from the request parameters. Those are like query parameters from the URL, and we will add those property name and value to the page in AEM. This page I have already created. So before triggering our servlet, we will check that page, like inside CRXDE we will check the page properties if it is having the values or not. So most probably it won't be, and after triggering our servlet, it will add a property name and value in the for the page in page properties. So that we will test it after completing our servlet. So now I am going to create a servlet in Sling Servlet in Eclipse. So for that, what we are going to do, we are going to create a new class. That is like we will give like uh, add property servlet. So this is a class, and for Sling models we will use right at the rate models adaptable equal to resource dot class. Same way it is like OIJ component. Even servlet act as a OIJ uh, component. So we need to declare it as at the rate component service equal to servlet dot class. So it will import java servlet dot servlet. So and we need to import this component as well. So AJ service component annotations, and so we need properties, right? Like property equal to, normally we need to give like which type of servlet is this, like is it get or post. Based on get request we are going to trigger it, or post. For that we have method type. For that what we need to give, sling dot servlet dot paths equal to for method it will be a methods equal to, currently I'm using get. And also like we need to hit a URL, right, for triggering this servlet. So for that we have path, like sling dot servlet dot paths equal to on what path. We will give slash bin add new property, like add a property servlet. We can property servlet, whenever you're going to hit this URL will trigger a servlet. So how we can do that? uh, in postman I will use like add property servlet, and I will hit a enter. So bin add property servlet not found. Okay, resource no resource found because we did not, like 404, this is giving 404 because we did not return our servlet, and there is no servlet, like there is no servlet on this path. That is the reason why we are getting no resource found. So we will do same thing from the browser. Yeah, we got 404, so no resource found. What we can do, we will write a servlet and deploy into our local so that it will work. And for this servlet, right, we have two methods, like we need to extend Sling save method servlet, save method servlet. So it is asking us to import Sling save method servlet. It is from Sling API servlets, so we are able to, there is no error. So there is Sling save method servlet, also we have Sling all method servlet. So this is also one of the servlet. The main difference is that when you are going to use Sling save method servlet, it will only give you get request, like you can only override, like you can only implement get do get method. We have do get method for get request. For that purpose, if you want to only enable get request, then you can use Sling save method servlet. Otherwise you can, if you want to add like post or put delete or any other request also, if you want to handle, you can use Sling all method servlet. Inside this you can add any servlet. So there is a method, so now we are going to use only get, so I will keep it as Sling save method servlet. And I think I have already written a code, so I can copy that. This is a method actually, so protected void do get. So we are working on get request, so I am using do get method, and it will accept two parameters, one is request and one is response. Through request, what you will get, you can get the request parameters, query parameters, and from the response what you can do, you can give a response to the browser, like whenever you are going to hit slash AEM slash start.html, right? So it will trigger a servlet and it will give you a AEM home page, like whenever you are going to hit localhost 450 to AEM start.html, right? So it will trigger a servlet and it will give you this output. This complete GUI is the output of this. Same way here, like whenever you are going to use response and that get right or that right, you will give some response to the user. I will show you this, like so what we can do, I will copy this method directly. There is nothing to discuss that much in this method, so I can directly copy paste. Whenever I am going to copy paste, by default I got these two imports in Eclipse. Whenever you are copying one file to another file, by default it will import as well. So we have request and response. So this is a servlet path. Whenever you are going to hit this servlet path, this servlet will get triggered. It's a do get method. So if you are doing it from browser, it will get request, and it will give you this response servlet triggered. Like we will check like this servlet is triggered or not. Let me deploy this code. Without deploying you cannot test it. Like if you do send again, it won't work, so for that you need to deploy it again. So I am deploying it. Yeah, it got deployed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to refresh this page again. See, servlet triggered successfully. So by default it is a get request, right? In the browser everything is a get request. But testing post request, like you can change this method to post, and also do get to do post. This will be a post request, and in that case this URL won't work. Like by default browser will hit get request, so post won't work. For that reason we have to use postman. As of now our servlet is get only, so this will work as is. servlet triggered successfully. This is what it is coming. And also we can, if you want to test as a post, there are so many like put, patch, delete and head options, right? So these things will be available inside Sling all method servlet. You cannot implement do post inside Sling safe method servlet. Okay. And so if I change it to post and try to trigger again, it won't work. Method post not supported. Why? Because we don't have a post, it is for only get. So that is the reason why it won't work. For this to work, what you need to do, you need to change this method get to post, and also you need to change this method. We can test it like once our once our use case is completed. What is our use case? We need to take a property name and value from request parameters, and we need to add it to the page. So this page I am directly I will take a page from AEM directly. So what we can do, I can go to sites, my project, USEN, and this is a page. I'm already having it. So for this page, right, we will be adding new properties. Those property and test it. I can refresh this and JCR property. There is no new property, right? We will give test property value. Okay, so I will write it here, test property property test property value. Okay, test property value. These are the two values we are going to add it here, test property and test property value, both are string. So for that, what we can do, so those property we are going to take it from request, take it from request, so as a request parameters. So what I'm going to do, so, and this page I will be using a constant, like we can get a page in different ways, but as of now, like um as of now I will declare a constant, so private static file, so page path, so constants will be in capital letter. So this is a page path, and yeah, this is a page path. For this particular page, we are going to add a property. What is the issue? Sorry, here we need to add string, right? String page path. So what I'm going to do, so from the request we are going to get the property name and value, right? So I'm going to private string property name equal to request dot get parameter. So that parameter name will be property name. Let's say property name I will give all in smaller case letter, and what is it? Okay, sorry, private we cannot give here. Same way we are going to get property value as well, property name and property. So from the request we are going to get property name and property value. Those things we can give as like we can use this, let's say we can send it as query parameters, like property name equals to our property name, like this test property and test property value. property and property value equal to test property value in so test property value. So 4502 bin add property servlet, and these are the query parameters. Here we are fetching it property name and property value. Okay, give me 1 second. Yeah, so property name and property value we are going to get it from the request, so that is not a problem. So here we will check, like anything is empty, we will say that property name equal to null, or property value, if anything, like if any one of them is empty, or like we can use string util dot empty or null, like you did not give any property name or value, then we can say that please provide like that, like both are empty, so um, please provide property name and property value, property name and property value. So can return from here. So if property name is null or property value, any one of them is null, then we will say that we are not going to update the page property. So we need both property name and value, so that is the reason why we will return from here. Otherwise, if we are having property name and value both, then what we are going to do, we have to get this we have to get this page and we have to update that page property. So we need to add new property to this page. For that, what we need to do, we need to get a resolver. Through resolver we can get a resource at this file path. So what we can do, we can get a resource resolver from the resource resolver equal to request dot get resource resolver. So request dot get resource resolver, and we need to import resource resolver in resource. So we get the resolver. What is the purpose of resolver? Like we need to access this page, so that we need to have resource resolver. We can get this resource resolver in different ways. You can even we can create a like service user, and from the resource resolver factory you can get a resource resolver, and you can use that as well. So whenever you're going to use a resolver directly from the request, like whoever triggering this servlet, right, if that guy having access to this page, then only we will get the page and we can do some operations on top of that. So we have the resource resolver. So what we can do, from resource resolver dot get resource, so we need to get the resource uh, at this location. Like I can directly give page path, and we cannot directly update a property to the page. We need to update it to the we need to update it to the jcr content, right? Jcr colon content. So this will return you the resource at that particular page path, and we need to import this resource as well. This is the arg apache sling resource. So this resource, So what I am going to, this is the resource jcr content. We have this much page path. This is a page path, we cannot update here, so we can update here. So that is the reason why we need to go till jcr content. For that purpose I have concatenated jcr content as well. We need to give slash as well, I forgot. So so page path slash jcr content. So resource we got, if the resource is not null, if resource not equal to null, if resource not equal to null, so what we are going to do, we are going to get the modifiable value map, that is one API in AEM. So if you want to update any property to the resource, if you want to change any properties or anything to a resource, then we have to use modifiable value map. Even you can adapt this resource to the node, like resource dot adapt to node dot class, and you can use that node dot set property so that we can set the property. That is one way, that is a older way, it is like a deprecated, we can still use it, but the more like recommended way is like modifiable resource, modifiable value map. So for that I'm using modifiable value map. So modifiable value map, modify, otherwise I will give like simply map equal to resource dot adapt to modifiable value map dot class. So we need to import modifiable value map. Sorry, this is dot, that reason why it is recommendations. So previously, like even you can do this, like node equal to resource dot adapt to node dot class, and you can even node dot set property. We have one method, set property, property name and property value. This is also one way, uh, like property name, property value, and you need to save the session, node dot get session dot save. So what it will do, it will save the session, and this will get so we need to add try catch and everything. This is the older way of doing it, I am just showing it. So as of now I will remove that. We can use modifiable value map to change anything on the resource level. So now what you can do, you can add a property. So here we can still check a null check, like if map not equal to null, if it is adapted correctly, then it will be not null. So if it is adapted correctly, then if it is not null, then we will go inside and map dot put key value, so property name and property. So this will add the property. As of now it's like it is adding property the resource, but it is not saving the session. Like whenever you are doing any changes in crxd, right, you will be having save all or control yes, you will do same thing. We have to do it from code. So for that we have resolver.commit. This will save the session. So what we have done, we have taken the property name and property value from the request, and if both are not null, then we are getting that resource from that particular path, and we are updating the value by using modifiable value map. So in this is also an interview question, like what is modifiable value map, why we use it. To update any resource specific properties, we will use modifiable value map. Node also we can use to update any property. So this is more recommended way. And resolver.commit, and if it is committed successfully, then what we can do, we can like give a response saying that property updated successfully. property updated success, property added. So property to this page, we need to give the page path. So directly give path to this page success, and you can add this property name, what properties, those things, like you can add also the property 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 and also right. So property added to this page, and we are giving page path successfully. The property values are values or property name and value. Okay, so now we are going to deploy this. So vn clean install p auto install bundle. So yeah, build succeeded. We will test it now. So this is a get request, right? So get, so we can go to this path, like from the browser you can do this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the servlet, and we need to give the property name and value, right? Already gave you. So property name, test property, and property value. To give this property name and property value, right? Hit enter. Property added to this page. So I will copy this page path successfully. The property values are test property and test property value. Okay, now we can, this is the same page path. So jcr can see test property and test property value. Okay, this is from the browser, and it is a get request. So this is a get request, that is the reason why it is working. Even you can do post and change this method to post, so that in browser it won't work. You have to do it from the postman. So it is a get request. What I am going to do, I will give some other properties. So what I can do, I will copy from here property name and property value. So test property 1 and test property value. So it's a get request, I'm going to hit. So this is also saying that test property 1 and test property value added. We just need to go to AEM and refresh it. Yeah, we have added successfully. So in next classes, not even next, like we can test post as well from here. Do get post, um, do post. Okay, we need, whenever you are going to use post is not available inside Sling safe method servlet. For that we need to use Sling all method servlet. And yeah, let's move over it. Yeah, now again I will deploy, and we can, yeah, build succeeded. We will try to do it from the browser first. should not work because it is a post request. In browser by default it will be a post, so method get is not supported. For that, what we need to do, like we have to test it from the postman. So here what I'm going to do, we are going to test it from postman. uh, to property 2, I guess we only added property 1. Yes, yeah, 2 is not available. So what we are going to do, test property 2 and property 2, it's not a get request, so it will fail. So we need to change it to post and do it. Oh, the problem. 1 second. Method post is not supported. We are doing some. To get. Yeah, sorry, this is not completely captured. I guess for the get also it was different. Yeah. I have given all complete uppercase letter. That is the reason why now it is throwing error, because Sling save method does not contain post. So Sling all methods are like do post. I guess it will work now. So I am going to redeploy again. Yes, video is getting lengthy. Maybe from the next classes we will do it in less time. So I have deployed it, and we can test it again on the browser. Let me refresh this JCR content. There is no test property 2, and we are trying to use yeah, we are trying to use get request. It won't work. Yeah, and we can do get request from here as well. Yeah, get request. Yeah, get is not supported. We will do from post. Yep, it is added. We will test it. Yeah, it is added. That's it, guys. Please subscribe to my channel, which is like Quantum AEM Academy. uh, Please like and share. Thank you very much.